This is going to be a lesson on Hey There Delilah by the Plain White Tees. This has some great fingerpicking stuff in it. So we're going to start with the D chord, kind of a partial D. I've got the D bass note and I've got a 2 and a 3. And we're going to go bass to the chord, which is going to be those 2 strings. We're going to do that 4 times back and forth. So let's try that. 2, 3, and 4, and... Okay, then we're going to switch to this F sharp minor chord. We're going to bar the 2s on the G string and the B, and we're going to get a 4 up here on the big string. Same picking bass and then 2-note chord. So that's the intro and the verse to get the song started. So let's try that together. We're going to do that 4 times through. 3 and 4 and... So that's 2 times for the intro, 2 times for the verse. Now we're on to part B. This is going to be a B minor chord, so it's 4, 4, and 3. We don't need the 2 on this one this time. What we're going to do is instead of going bass, chord, we're going to flip that around. Chord, bass, bass. Because we have some moving bass notes that get us from chord to chord. For instance, this part goes... And this is the root note of that. That's the B right there, and it goes to an A, which moves to a G chord. To an A chord. So if we do it this way, we're leading with the root note of the chord. It makes it sound a little bit closer because we don't have the bass note that a guitar would have to get those bass moving things going on. So I'm going to flip this around on this one and go chord, bass, and then 2 on the G string, and then opens to 2s. That's a G chord to an A chord. G to A. Then we're back to this B minor. Do that 4 times. And then here we're going to go A. Then we're going to put this 5 here on the 2nd string. So our chord changed from 2s to the 2 to 2 and 5 to the 2. So let's look at all that. So D to F sharp minor. We do that 4 times, easy enough. Now we're going to go B minor to the 2, that's the A note, and then G chord, A, B minor for 4, and then we do A for 2, and then this A with a 5 on the 2nd string. Okay, then we're back to the beginning. This is the 2nd verse. We're going to do this 2 times through this time. In that part B that had the B minor, A, G, A, B minor, and then 2s, 2 and 5. Now we're on the chorus. We're back to the D chord. So we're going to do that 3 times. Chord bass. Then we're going to hit the 2 on the G string. Then we're going to move to the B minor chord 3 times, and then the 2 on the B string. And then this is going to be the repeating chorus part. So it's going to go 2 on the G, 2 on the B, and then back to D. So it goes 4 times. Here's the 4th time. It's going to do the beginning of it to that 2 right there, and then instead of repeating again, we're going to go back to the verse. D to F sharp minor. We'll do it twice to the B minor, A, and then G, A, B minor, and then the 2s of the A with the 5s, and then we go back to a verse. 2 times again, back to our B minor, B minor, A. Then we have that chorus again, D, to the 2, and then B minor, to the 2, 2 on the G, 2 on the B. Now we have a bridge. So this just says in the tab G for a full bar. So it's going to go 1, 2, and 3, and then A, and then D, and then we're going to go B minor, 3 to the A note right there. So that's 1, 2, 3 to the A, and then G, 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, 4, then D to the C sharp note right there on the 2nd string. And then we're back to a B minor, to an A, G, A, and then we have B minor twice. And we have A, and then we have that 5th fret. So this whole bridge again we have from G, that's chord first to the bass, and that's 4 times. So G, 2, 3, and then A, 2s, and then D with the 3 and the 2 to the bass, and then the B minor, which was 3 and 4 to the 4, and then on the 4th one of that we just hit that A bass note on the 2nd fret of the G string. So G, A, D, B minor, to the A, G, A again, and then D, to the 2nd string 2, B minor, to the A, and then G, A, and then we got B minor for 2 bars, and again, and then we have A, and then A with that 5th fret. Now we're into the last verse. D, F sharp minor, so it stops at the end of that. So that last one. And then we're going to move on to, so that's the B minor going to the A note. 1, 2, and 3, and 2, G, A, and then back to B minor. We're going to repeat this. So we're going to do that 3 times through. So B minor, G, A, B minor, G, A, B minor, G, A, and then A with the 5th fret. And then we're back to the chorus. D chord. Do a whole D chord if you want. So Hey There Delilah by Plain White Tees. Some good finger picking stuff. Quick review, we had our first part. We did that 4 times. We get into a B minor and we flip our picking. We start moving to bass notes on the way down to other chords. chorus comes in like this on D. And that repeats. And then we go through all the other changes. Our bridge, G to A, and then D, B minor, a little walk, G, A, and then D to the C sharp on the second fret of the second string, B minor, walk to the A, and then G again, A, B minor twice, and then we got a whole bar of A and a whole bar with that pinky. And then at the end of the song we get the B minor, G, A, and that's going to repeat. So it does that a few times. You go back to that little A, the pinky one. We got a chorus 4 times and on a D chord. All right, thanks for watching Damon's Baritone Uke Joint. There will be a chord chart with tabs and everything on this. Let me know if you have any requests. Let me know where you're watching from. I always forget to ask. So please like and subscribe if you haven't already. We'll see you soon. Thanks a lot.